Hello, this video features Ukrainian crafters. The war stopped us from filming a new season of craft journeys this year, and we decided to make a small digest of last year's episodes. But thanks to the armed forces of Ukraine, we can already start planning something for the spring. We want to go on a new journey, look for cool small manufacturers, and introduce you to craftsmen. Let's watch the selection and buy Ukrainian products for now.
Each courtyard in Lviv holds something interesting.
I am Roxolana and I enjoy creating with glass.
What does getting creative with glass mean?
Something interesting.
Something interesting, yeah?
Let's imagine. For example, mirrors like these with flowers. This is a series of pieces assembled using stained glass technique with flowers and geometric patterns.
Is this yours as well?
Yes, this is mine. These are various terrarium organizers where you can plant something. The colorful ones too. We have a new series like this. We bought a lot of glass. Now we need to use it and create something. And of course, right next to it is our cool upcycling series, Resclo. We call all this rescued glass from bottles. We recycle, collect, cut, and polish.
So when I return bottles, you actually do something with them?
There are jars for bulk goods, and there are various vases. There are stands like these, maybe for appetizers or desserts.
Wow, that's cool. Listen, if you hadn't said it was from a bottle, well, that's just a separate masterpiece.
Uh-huh.
And how much does a stand like this cost?
180 hryvnias.
180 hryvnias?
Yes, the curved handle is 180 and the flat ones are 150.
Is there demand for Ukrainian products abroad?
Foreigners, the ones from Instagram, for example, that's for my wife. He picked this and that, she tagged it in the photo, and then we look for where those products are.
We've only been here 10 minutes, and already a third person is calling.
They write to us there about how to get out, how to search, and they go through this whole quest.
Uh-huh. So we can invite them in writing too, right?
Yes, Instagram, website, call us.
As I understand it, working with glass started because you wanted to create something, right? Some kind of feature in Lviv?
We dared with our young team to open our little shop, something interesting.
Something interesting. Is it exactly where we are now? Yes, all of this right here, it's from different craftsmen, right? Yes.
Yes. Right now we have about 30 craftsmen because we are actually in a secret place.
My name is Miroslava and I make jewelry.
I'm Vasilina Buryanik and I create textile jewelry.
Cool.
That's all.
I'm a textile artist and I used to make mini textile paintings.
I'm an artist and I create panels and sculptures.
Sorry, who? Coffee?
Coffee? Yes, that's when piercings aren't needed.
Is it like clip-ons?
Not exactly like clip-ons. You don't need piercings, you just put it on and it stays.
Can you try it on me? I'm curious how it feels.
I recently tried this myself and I'm curious why it feels different on each ear. It will look nice like this. Like this.
Thank you.
The one you took is a disguised boob.
Yes, I saw it.
Yes, there were two here, but only the red-haired one remains. And it's cool because women who want to speak about their rights, about their courage, they can wear it even with a suit to work. Only those who look closely will know. These are manifesto brooches.
For example, I really like this one. There isn't and won't be another like it, right? Is it one of a kind?
There is. Sometimes I repeat them because someone asks, a client sees it and asks me to make it again.
I have a collection of jewelry. We made it for Tina Carroll's music video shoot, and now we're selling the rest of them. These are ear cuffs for the nose and lip with chains. I figured a few stylish, trendy young people would buy them. They still buy them, even though I thought they'd be gone.
I'm lucky because I have a little bit from Holland, Germany, and Austria. People there are actually not used to such meticulous decorative art, and they genuinely enjoy it.
Do you make money from this, or is it just an artistic impulse?
No, it does bring me money. Sometimes I think of it as breaking billiard balls. There's not a high chance you'll get the ball in the pocket, but the game has started, and that's good.
Oh, that's so well said. Friends, the game has started. Do something. Start crafting. Cool. Now that's what I call a move.
I'm Tanya Dukova, I bake bread.
But not just any bread, of course, bread made from a traditional recipe that's 200 years old. And most importantly, Tanya found out about the road of wine and taste herself, came and said, take me on the route. I want tourists to come and see how we live and what we do. Well, I just couldn't stay away.
This is Zanca, that's what the utility room is called. In Bulgarian, it's Zanca. Well, people used to sleep in this room too. There was a stove here. By the way, the stove is the one I used to bake bread today. That's how it's set up.
That's cool.
You could cook here for 100 people. Please, put it on.
In Bulgarian? Bart, oh, that's right.
It's a very interesting, very sensible way, a very smart way, yes. These are the kinds of cookies they have in Bulgaria. They smell good, right? That's yeast. I made them recently. A wooden trough, but as they say, carved from a single piece of wood. So this is a kopachka or krustachka. Grandpa made the krustachka. There was this kopachka in my two hands. And the rest is water, starter, salt, and flour.
So the main secret is in this yeast, right?
Yes, the yeast, then how you feel the dough. And then there's the scariest part of this oven, which you have to figure out. You have to catch the exact moment when you need to put the bread in, maybe cover it, maybe add a pot of water so it doesn't burn. So there isn't a fire in the jungle because bread catches fire very quickly. First, there's more crumb here. First of all, I guess the oven itself, so alive and breathing, also gives birth to this bread. It's totally different and takes about 18 or 19 hours to make. So the process is long, but it's worth it.
And how much bread do you get?
Well, it depends on how much I need. Usually I bake 13 to 14 kilograms at once in the oven.
Ah, well, that's fine.
This one is already done. This is the finished bread.
Wow.
It really is different from store-bought, isn't it?
Oh, that's why it smells like that.
There's flour, water, salt, and kindness in it.
It's actually quite dense.
In Bulgaria, there are a lot of ritual breads, and each region made its own. Even if it's the same by name, it's different in decorations. But as I said, they were made to represent a certain holiday, and all the symbols were for that too. The breads that were made for St. George's Day are called bugovica. I made two, but usually only one is made. I asked the grandmothers. Some did it one way on one street, others did it differently. That's how they remembered it from their own grandmothers.
We went to an ordinary residential area, and all the more I was surprised by the meeting.
My name is Anastasia and I'm a master of handmade dolls.
I definitely didn't expect to find something like this in Venezia, but it looks cool and it's handmade. So it's also a craft.
Here's our workshop. This is where we work.
This is where we work. Please show them what you do, because it's truly extraordinary.
Actually, it's hard to say exactly what we do because we do so many different things. But right now, we can show you something that people call our best seller. These are our dolls. For example,
Who is this?
we call them Stillgeist. Basically, at first, I just had this kind of image come to me in a dream.
There are parents somewhere who buy dolls like these. Here, take it.
Basically, we don't position them specifically as dolls for children. Because actually there are a lot of fragile parts on them. An elderly man from Canada bought himself a similar bat, just a different one.
This is him, right?
There was one with a slightly different color. That one was in brownish tones.
From a financial point of view, does this make sense?
Let's put it this way. Within Ukraine, we always offer a discount, so it's cheaper than elsewhere. So it's cheaper for Ukrainians to buy than for those abroad?
Yes, so how much does it cost abroad and for us? For example, this one, a girl probably.
Yes, we called him Melancorn.
Him, right?
Yes. So, well, like melancholy, but horn like horns. So it turned out to be a bit of a play on words. Abroad, let's say, he leaves for $100. Here, usually we did something like that for about 1,000 hryvnias. So it depends on how much.
A doll like this for 1,000 hryvnias?
Yes.
I think that's cheap. Sorry, but that's just...
I'm telling you, it was for our people. That's how it was at those prices.
Listen, we're talking about dolls, but actually, you don't just make dolls.
Oh yes, of course.
Don't film this up close. You can't show this. What is it?
Basically, like this could work if it's for a shelf, like a stand for wheels, so you can really just stack them there. I've already tried it, actually, it's convenient. A lot of people ask to add some kind of loop so they can use it as a tiny little wall panel.
As I understand, this is a family business and someone is working on it.
That's how it turned out. Actually, we met and somehow connected over shared interests. We had things in common, and it turns out that Tol has been into this kind of thing since childhood. He was just drawn to something creative, and so was I. And then we got together, and that was it.
And tell us, in general, we just became... I want to show the workshop that there are a lot of different things here, a lot of different blanks. Look at this thing. A boy without an eye.
Well, here it is. This is the future Stillgeist. This one, right? Yes, just smaller in size. Right now, Tol is also studying 3D modeling because a 3D printer is a really cool thing when you want to create some tiny little parts and when you need them to be repeatable.
And the 3D printer itself is this one, right?
Yes. This is the little box that actually we got less than a year ago.
There's already someone in there, right?
Yes.
What is this going to be?
This will be a stand for an alien figurine. Here's one of the parts. I just wanted to say something about 3D printing. When you do it by hand, it's so tiny, even inside there. You can sculpt it, but it's really hard.
I decided today so I could demonstrate that I'm soldering jewelry. I love soldering, I also enjoy it. For example, I soldered earrings with snakeskin and a similar necklace. Lately, I've really enjoyed making them because you can mix different stones, something like that. I like it when it's a bit tribal, kind of rough, you know?
What's the geography? Where are the dolls sent?
They actually get sent to a lot of places. It's really amazing. When I'm sitting there packing them up and I see where they're all going, they get sent all over the world. A lot of them, of course, go to America because America is a huge continent, and honestly, I can say that people there really love handmade things. They appreciate handcrafted work, and they understand that they can write to you and ask to change this or that. Also, their prices are a bit different and their salaries are a bit different too, so...
Are there any interesting places like Japan, Australia, or New Zealand?
By the way, I actually send packages to Australia quite often. The only thing is, of course, it takes a long time for them to get there, but that's just how it is. But we've also sent things to New Zealand, and lately a lot has been going to Sweden, to Japan, to China, and to Hawaii. Besides that, we also make spirit boards. Actually, I can even show you one. It's in the other room.
This is how everyone sits in a circle. And after that, is that how it works?
Yes, so in theory, everyone should touch the board, ask questions, and then it will start moving and answering the questions. Many people just use it as decoration. For example, we had one bar in Kharkiv called, I think, Alchemic. If I'm not mistaken, it was quite a while ago. They got one for themselves and their bar counter was glass, like a display case. And they ordered a special board just for their bar. When you film her on your phone, she really starts peeking in there. Yes, she's very curious.
That's cool.
Curious, very curious.
I'm Volodymyr and I grow Luffa.
A fair question. What is Luffa? What is it like?
Luffa is a plant. If you grow it, yes. We make these cool eco sponges from it, which in our understanding and our goal are meant to replace synthetic sponges that we use for bathing. In the kitchen, for example, for washing dishes.
So you grow sponges?
Well, basically, yes.
That's cool, yeah. So is this organic? Absolutely. Honestly, I have no idea. Luffa, what is that? I've never heard of it. Luffa.
Luffa is a vine. Oh, when it ripens and when we can use it in the kitchen as a dishwashing sponge or in the bath when we scrub our skin. It's really cool when it gets steamed. Right now it's tough. It's pretty hard, right? Yeah. And for 2 years now, we've been trying to get various eco-activists, eco-minded people who like these kinds of things to develop it further and to give people an alternative to synthetic materials.
So now I'm looking to see where it is. Well, here, a huge cucumber or zucchini or something like that. Well, it doesn't look like this.
Well, when it starts to dry out in a month, it will look just like that. Here it is, exactly the same.
Ah, so it's inside, the sponge is inside.
Yes, yes, yes.
Actually, this is the first time I've ever heard about this. I've never heard of anyone growing sponges. Are you the only one in Ukraine? No.
No. Look, actually in this kind of large format, well, industrial scale, I don't like it. It's just grown like that. But, well, in this format, we are the first in Ukraine. I can say that for sure. Maybe after your show, someone will say, no, that's not true. But for now, I think that...
Someone might just say, I can do it too, or maybe not.
Ah, well, that's also our goal. We want more people to get involved in Ukraine, because on small plots of land you can plant, well, cool Luffa like this and benefit from it, including financially.
Oh.
It will keep growing and get bigger.
Will it get even bigger?
It will get even bigger. Yeah, they're really cool. They grow this big.
So how did you come to this? How did you start? So like no one else does this? Did people used to grow them a long time ago? There are these plastic synthetic sponges. What's the issue?
How did you come to this?
So on our website, familyluffa.com, we shared the story there. It's called The Story of 50 Golden Seeds. We came to our friends and in their yard, well, there were some planted, yes, just a small amount. And that's what I'm talking about, that people grow Luffa somewhere near a fence or by some kind of arch. I got interested in something cool since I work on various projects, including environmental ones. And I saw this, well, some kind of thing, a squash, not a squash, what is it? I said, this is a Luffa, basically a used sponge. So I asked for some seeds. Even if you have, I don't know, 100 square meters of land, you can already grow, well, enough so that you have a little plot for Luffa, even a minimal one. And for this you need, well, some supports so it can grow like this one.
So if it's not on the ground?
If it's straight, not caught and hanging by its own weight, it will be straight, nice like that, and well, it's cool. Watering and like, I don't know, like with a cucumber or some other plant in the garden. In a month it will be brown, which means that there will already be seeds inside. Well, we can hear it, so it means it's ripe. We pour it in, clean it and prepare it properly.
And how long does this Luffa last?
A month and a half to 2 months. Maybe these 3 pieces will last, well, easily if you follow certain rules.
Here's a question. Well, I just know that those synthetic sponges, they're basically a home for microbes. What about a Luffa?
Honestly, well, a Luffa, well, when you've washed, I don't know, like a plate, yeah. A plate, for example, or when you wash it, the dirt, the grease, well, it gets washed off. I'm sure that a lot fewer harmful bacteria and everything else remain there.
Yes, okay, so you're actually doing a strange thing. Is there any point in this from a financial perspective?
Look, it's worth it. I'll say right away that it's worth it. In this case, the value is double for us because it's like our family business. Yes, we actually sell the Luffa. We don't just give it away. It's also a lifestyle because for us, it's a bit more than just a business. As I said, it's a socially responsible business.
How much does this one cost, for example? How much will it be?
This one will be about, if we're talking about a bath one, well, around 80 hryvnias. And if we're talking about the big ones, then
can it actually grow to that size?
Yes, yes. And one like that, maybe a big, really cool one for the sauna. And this is more of a lighter version. We do our best to make it as environmentally friendly as possible for people, for the plants, and for the earth.
And is it possible, well, if it's okay, to pick one and see what it looks like inside right now?
Let's do it, let's do it. No, if you're going to eat it, you need a small one.
Wait, you can eat those? Yes, can I try? Sure, me too. Really? Cool.
And who are my competitors here? This is for home viewing, right, Tanya? Yes, this kind of loofah, maybe a little bigger, you can eat it. Here you go. Well, let's do it together.
There's zucchini inside. It's actually not bad.
You can't use this one anymore, it's already soft.
There's already something inside.
Yeah, that thing is already happening.
The kid is telling the truth. Ooh, disgusting.
What, should I take a look inside?
Oh, if I may, yes, I want to see what kind they are.
Well, come on, just show me already.
Any of them, any of them. Go ahead.
Whoa, that's it, that's it.
So this part inside right now, it's really soft. And after that, it will become kind of fibrous, right?
Yes, this is exactly the process when it's being formed. Uh-huh.
By the way, do you sell seeds yourself?
Seeds, yes.
Seeds, yes. You can buy and plant them all.
Yes, but we, want this year, if God willing, it works out, for people to be able to come to us and choose specifically.
Oh, cool.
To buy it already dried. We showed how to do it. For example, well, right here and now. And the person also got seeds and was able to use them at home.
And I have, well, for example, I have a plot of land near my house. I want to buy. Can I try? Of course. It's not that hard, it seems.
To be honest, it's a more heat-loving plant, right? The south is perfect for this. For example, in Lviv, people also tried, maybe because they didn't have the skills to grow it there, or maybe because of the weather conditions. So it's a bit hard to say here, but definitely the plant loves moisture and warmth.
I want to try. Okay, I'll give you seeds and take you. I'm really curious.
I'm Volodymyr. I make cosmetics for men's hairstyles, mustaches, beards, and tattoos.
Friends, do you remember in the Tavria episode I bought this men's perfume from Lubomir? That's the manufacturer. Tadam. Hello, everyone. I've been using it. It's a cool thing.
So how do you like it? Did you enjoy it?
I liked it. Yeah, honestly, really. Tasty.
Give your version.
Wow.
This is 100% craft, because if I buy this jar, then these jars are basically ashtrays. I process them myself. That's how I do it.
Cool.
A pocket ashtray, a bit of manipulation and imagination. Crafted? Yes, I do.
Listen, so what exactly is here? What is a solid perfume?
Well, look. Initially, I began with the idea of creating a scent. I'm actually not a perfumer, and I never call myself that. I mean, I'm a mixer and I make some interesting scents, meaning I combine already existing pure scents or maybe use some perfume base. And I came up with some interesting combination, tried it, and in this product I'll consider 30% to be the perfume itself, the fragrance concentrate. The base remains on your skin, and to last it should be oil-based. That's why it's soy wax and plant-based lanolin. Cocoa butter makes it softer and melt in your hands, that's it.
There is such a thing, by the way.
Oh, and I also add a fragrance fixative so it lasts a bit longer. Like this. Right now I see that my audience likes this product. And I ordered 5 liters from the factory. It's over there somewhere. 5 liters of perfume. Should I show it? Let's go, watch. This is all the perfume that I add.
Is this only perfume?
It's perfume. It's just perfume. It turned out to be a very expensive pleasure, actually. Go ahead, try it.
Wow, wow, wow.
I think it will last for at least 5 years. It's just 10 grams.
And what else is there?
Look, actually I actually started with mustaches. I have 3 types of wax for mustaches.
Like this mustache wax. Oh, I need to apply it to both sides of the mustache. Don't disturb me after that.
Short mustaches, new hairstyles, or beards without mustaches are now popular, so it's less common. But it's still in the assortment because it's consistently popular.
Listen, wait. Wax for mustache?
Yes, for mustache wax.
And is there wax for beard? Is it different?
Yes. When we talk about wax, we're referring to a product meant to serve a purpose, to hold everything in place, so that they stand or hold as needed. And when we talk about a beard, any bearded man is very protective of it, worries about it, and cares for it. And we have to take care of it. That's why the composition of beard care products is very important. It has to be beneficial. It should moisturize not only the beard hair itself, but also take care of the skin. That's why beards are harder to manage and why so many beard products exist.
Are these all of them? Is this all for the beard?
Yes, that's all I have for now. The items below are for hair, and this shelf has various beard products.
And what's the difference?
I have the whole line, it has a concept. For us, these are the bearded men of the season. Bearded men of the season?
Winter, summer, autumn, or spring?
Yes, I have a beard balm for summer. I have one for autumn and spring, for the off seasons. And there's one for winter, of course. Plus, I also have, for example, I have butter called Sunset and Sunrise. Sunset and Sunrise. There's also a beard mixture for day and night. I have those kinds of associations. But actually, when it comes to day and night, it's all about the mood, the scent. Here's an example. Sunset, Sunrise. It's so fresh. Fresh, rich.
Something even from India. There's something like that there.
You know, I have this idea that if you use something like that, specifically sunrise, you should have a direct association. It's something morning-like, something that should...
Morning-like, for sure.
Something that should kind of wake you up a bit, make you wake up. And the evening.
Oh, well, that's the opposite. You just smeared it. Haha.
The main note is cardamom, and most beard products use essential oils for their natural scents. Except for the perfumed beard balm. That's something I came up with. On the Ukrainian market, I haven't seen any analogs. Maybe there are some abroad. I made a perfumed balm. It's a recent thing.
It's both a balm and a perfume.
Yes, but it has a strong smell, so use only a little and avoid putting it on your mustache. So, if the scent is yours, you get used to it, and then you just smell it, you get into it. If the scent isn't yours, then, of course, it can be a problem.
And what's this?
Oh, that's for styling hair. It's a hair pomade, medium hold. That's actually my thing. I came up with it. I don't like made in Ukraine. It sounds kind of plain to me. But cooked in Ukraine, well, if I position myself as a brewer, then I brewed it. Cooked in Ukraine. Cool? Well, and also my first designs were like that. I was a fan of the series Breaking Bad. And this car is from that series. And like, well, I'm a cook.
What's this? What's that? The red one.
And this is soft clay for styling hair. It's been a trend in recent years. Hair clays, or what they call clay pomades. This one is called clay pomade, and this one is just clay. Here it is. Here's the thing. Whenever you hear the word clay, you should immediately understand that any clay gives a dry and matte effect on your hair. Any clay should behave that way when you see it. If not, it's either poor quality or not clay. And why is it soft? In general, clays are made for short hair, like what I have now. So these are textured, matte, and dry styles that just fall apart and you fix them with your hand, like this, and that's it. So your hair gets a different texture, but it still holds and looks good.
Interesting design. How do you work with design? Who makes all these logos for you, Menly Club? How did it start?
Well, actually, it's very simple. My friend Dennis. We've been working together all these years. I mean, I didn't have any other designers. I can't say that like he came up with the design So at some point I get inspired by an idea. For example, that's how it happened with me. I have this clay, it's for hair, it's called matte clay. I'm actually, well, by nature, a bit of a geek. I love movies, games, comics, and all that. I spent a long time choosing a name for this clay. These are cars from Mad Max.
Yes, I see.
And this font is a reference to the posters from the first Mad Max. The same font was on the first movie posters. I have many references, only I understand and I really enjoy them.
Listen, what about cooked in Ukraine? What do you mean by that? Well, cooked in Ukraine, how do you cook it? How does it happen?
Well, you can watch. I'll show you now how it's done. Well, what is it made in? Take that tool you were holding, for example.
Tatujeli, yes.
Look, I make it in this. Basically, it's like a paraffin heater for 40 liters. So I mix it in here. We can turn it on, for example. Oh, it's off. Well, anyway, the temperature is adjusted here. And I set the right temperature, put the ingredients in here. I already have a blank here. When I run out of supplies, for example, I have this smaller thing. This is for packaging. It's for packaging this product. So I put the filter on here. I strain it here. I set it there and begin packaging with my scales. Every jar is completely handmade. That is, I mixed it myself. I package it myself by hand. And each jar has the same weight. That is, they are all weighed. And here as well.
Do you handle everything yourself? Yes, the labels are here and you ship them out?
Yes, I do everything myself now. If anyone wants a job or is interested, let me know.
The link is below the video?
The link is below the video.
My friends advised me to visit Richka. It's a village. They say interesting people live there. So shall we take a look?
I'm Vlad. I craft wooden dishes.
Listen, how do you make this black part? Is this some kind of stain or what?
No, I don't use stains, paints, or dyes in my work. The black color comes from burning it.
So is it charred wood? And how do you make it so it doesn't...
Very simple. First you char it, then you remove the top layer, but you need to balance it so that the nice dark color remains and it doesn't rub off anymore.
Why don't you use chemicals, stain, all those things that everyone else uses?
I want to have the most eco-friendly approach possible, solid wood. Nothing is glued, nothing is added, just as it is.
Cool. So did this one burn down completely? Hard to believe. How much does this cost?
Well, in a salad bowl like this, it's from 1,200 to 2,000 and more.
Well, this one, for example, the black one. No, not this one, this one.
And this one is 1,600.
1,600. And this one?
And this one is 1,800.
The spoon has such an interesting shape, it's unusual. This one here is a more familiar spoon to me.
And this one is just the opposite.
And for me, this one is just like that. Cool. Now, are these some ancient forms or are these your experiments?
There are certain moments when I'm doing something and I think this will be like this because that's how I want it. And it's not so much about making money, but more about some kind of
self-perception.
Self-perception, self-realization. To say that this is how you see it, and in your opinion, this is how it should look.
Well, you can buy it. Some of it is for sale. You can. It's not just for yourself or sitting alone.
You can buy it, but it's very limited. Not mass market, no.
And how much does it cost?
350 hryvnias, that's tough.
What did you do before you started doing this?
At some point when we were still living in Kyiv, we wanted a bit of a quieter life because you spend so much time commuting from work to home that you don't really see life itself. and then we decided to move to a smaller town, Mukachevo. It's in Zakarpattia. And there we did a bit of hiking in the mountains, and we thought that the next place should be somewhere up in the mountains. So within 500 meters there wouldn't be any houses, so that it would be a view of just the mountains. So 2 years later we arrived here.
Don't you feel drawn to the big city?
Here, basically, I think people who end up here are those who have a certain fondness for solitude. Even back when we moved here, and still to this day, people keep saying, "You're so brave for wanting to live here on Bruznim." That's what our ridge is called, Bruzny. Because people are leaving here, they want to live in the city, they want those comforts, but you come back here, you're so brave, and they're really happy about it.
Did you buy an old house or build a new one? Yes.
It's an old house, not very old by local standards. It's about 40 years old. When we came here, we realized that every house here has a wood lathe. And for a while, the whole village worked to sell these souvenirs. The village on the other side of the Shisheri Ridge mostly makes cutting boards. In the neighboring village, they make wooden spoons. In Yaboriv, they make woolen blankets. In Kutak, they make something else. Here, various crafts are spread among the villages.
And how do you sell them?
Let me put it this way, I do everything so that they don't get sold. That's my marketing strategy. Show as little as possible and say as little as possible about what it is. People find it themselves, I don't know. I really want to. I have a very high entry barrier for becoming one of my clients. And I like it, because I know that what I have done, where I have invested a lot of time and experience, I want to know that these things are being bought by people who will actually get some satisfaction from them.
That's an interesting point of view. So it's not certain you'll sell them. If oh, what a spoon, want it, give it to me.
No. Well, honestly, it's always in short supply. I don't have enough time to produce as much as there is demand. Well, basically, I very rarely have anything in stock. Right now, all of this is here simply because I haven't photographed it and shown it to people.
Listen, I know that people can also come to stay with you. I assume these are the houses, right?
One house. And we also have the second floor of our house, which we set up for 3 people to stay in.
It's very high and a long walk, so. There's no disco, there's no minibar. It's not very touristy. Yes?
Yes, that's exactly the philosophy here. This is not a place for those who like to ride around in jeeps, listening to Gidio and drinking liters of beer. It's not about commerce, it's about coming here to relax your mind, to rest your head. From time to time you want to get out to the city. Well, you know, to take advantage of some of its benefits, but every time you end up there, you get fed up really quickly. When you return, it's like a vacation. You see everything anew. That's cool. That's the mood.
We're heading to the next workshop. Well, as usual, we'll show you a bit of beauty that we've managed to capture.
All right, we've arrived.
I'm Christina, and I produce healthy food products.
Explain what you have and what's happening.
We have a recipe card. They use this recipe card to weigh all the ingredients and mix them using the equipment. Each weighs 40 grams, the exact bar portion, and they're hand-shaped. After that, they take the packaging, stick on a label with our design, pack it, and seal it using the machine.
Real craft. They even shape them by hand.
The most authentic craft.
Can I see what you're making? What is it? Let's go.
Our main pride is our bars. As you can see, we have 16 types of them. These are nut bars. 3 types of children's bars come in different flavors. They have a children's design because we noticed that parents often buy them for their kids. And we drew our own characters. The thing is, these are animals that live in the Carpathians. And on the back of each bar, there are some interesting little facts that parents can read to their kids. Discuss different animals and encourage them to love animals.
And why does it say taste of drive here, and this one says taste of love, cranberry coconut?
Our slogan, which we try to convey, is that Havre is actually the taste of emotions. And we convey these emotions in our flavor palette. That is, each bar is completely different in taste. These are different berries, different combinations of various nuts, and it creates a different set of associations when you taste it. So you can choose a bar based on your mood or to suit your mood when you're looking for something. That's why we named them that way. Because when you give someone a bar, sometimes you're not just giving them a current one, you're giving them energy. If you're feeling sad, if you're having some trouble in life, here, have a taste of energy, eat it, and relax.
Cool.
These bars are actually great because they're healthy sweets. You can have 200 calories from a Snickers or our bar, but ours also provides vitamins and amino acids. And in those 200 calories, you're just getting empty carbs, which will most likely just turn into fat stores. When your body lacks essential vitamins, nutrients, and amino acids, it doesn't function properly. And this can also show up as a lack of energy and a bad mood.
And how many bars do you eat a day? I want to have the same energy as you.
Sometimes 5.
Sometimes 5, I see.
Yes, we do it all the time and we eat nuts. So I won't promote eating 5 bars a day because they are actually quite high in calories. But for my own body, that's exactly what I need. Sometimes I just want my bar and it's...
I want to feel that rush too.
All of this is thanks to our bars. I bought the first batch just by coming to the market with a backpack. I mentioned I'll buy in bulk soon, but for now I only need a few kilograms of each nut. Please give me a low price. It was a hobby. I was a lawyer, but after 7, I'd come home and decorate jars with honey, and I really loved doing it. And over time, with each jar, I realized that I actually didn't want to be making contracts. I don't want to write lawsuits. People see a lawyer only when something goes wrong, just like visiting a doctor. Once I had the thought that if I could just do this job and have enough to live on, that I wouldn't need much, and that idea stuck with me. One thing led to another. After the honeyed nuts, the idea for granola came up. I mean, it's a carbohydrate, it's good oats. It's awesome, great oatmeal. For those who don't like oatmeal porridge, this is oatmeal that's baked with oil and honey. You get this crunchy treat with dried fruits, coconut, nuts, and banana. You get a breakfast that just needs milk or yogurt and takes about 30 seconds to prepare. We come up with some flavor idea, we make it, and everyone takes some home. Husbands, children, and friends all share it and get feedback directly from others in real life. How tasty is it? How interesting? And who thinks something's missing? Then we end up with certain statistics. We always note which flavors people like, dislike, or want. On November 21st, we'll turn 5, but it all started from something very small, a tiny little hobby that gradually grew over time. I remember in the first year, people asked to display my jars at their places. Back then, I thought I should offer them a lower price. And I didn't understand. When we just moved into this workshop, it was only 40% utilized. So we took it, and my mom, when she came in, said, maybe, Christina, it's too big. Why do you need such a huge space? So yes, and a year and a half passed, and we see that we don't fit, we need more jars, we need this, we need that. And that's cool.
Aren't you against competition?
Absolutely. It's really cool. Thanks to the fact that there are great competitors, we move forward, and they move forward too. There are actually more than enough clients. After that, it's all a matter of taste and marketing. And we would never have reached this scale if it weren't for the competitors, if we all hadn't promoted the idea of healthy eating together. If at some point we all hadn't started saying nuts are cool, you should eat nuts, he's kind of a competitor, but really he's my colleague. He's also doing a great job, actually, and I'm glad they exist. I'm glad there are opportunities to connect with other producers, though we haven't made progress yet. We still have a long way to go. I constantly remind my team about this. I think sometimes they get tired of this. When someone tastes it and gets what you meant, that's a moment of bliss. When you see it and the person says, oh, this tendiness goes so well with the coconut, the date, and the nut, you think, yes, that's exactly it. That's what I wanted to say to all of you. This flavor line is entirely the result of my work. And when you realize that your work is appreciated and it resonates with someone, it's not just that the time you spent was somehow positively evaluated. It's something more. It resonated with someone. It grew in someone else too. That's the idea. That's the thought. And that's probably the best thing, the thing that gives you the most energy. So when someone understood my candy bar and praised it, I will definitely go and try to make something else. That's just my nature.
Well, can I start now? This is tasty. I'll take this for myself. What is havre and what is it like? What is it? How did it come about?
Cool. It's a Ukrainian word. It's an old Ukrainian word meaning a bear's den. It resonated with me, though people found it strange. But I found it very interesting. It was supposed to convey what I needed. And that's what we did. These names drew attention at fairs. I would get their interest and then start talking to them. Well, that's how I got them interested, and then they would decide whether to try our product or not.
God, I look at you. You have so much energy. You're so energetic that I'll eat another bar. I actually even like that they're not even...
I don't like it. We don't really work on it much.
I like that they're not even.
According to you. I'm just saying what I think.
And it gives energy. Tasty. Where can I buy your products?
We actually sell all over Ukraine. We have the most coverage in Chernivtsi and Kyiv. We sell in coffee shops, to-go coffee shops, and stores. For example, in Chernivtsi, it's the retail store Testra, it's a coffee shop, and different eco shops. For example, we have Zdorova. Only the Sorok store in Chernivtsi likely buys our products.
Probably the most famous Poltava craft is pottery. I've visited Opishnia, but it seems craftsmen live elsewhere too. A few years ago, our friends at the Vizi Svoy platform conducted a major research expedition focused on ceramics, and I decided to visit one of its heroes.
My name is Pavlo. I make strange cups out of clay.
And he does this in a remote hamlet by the pond in a simple village house.
This is a kiln. It's specially made for firing ceramics. I decided to come here to build a kiln. I was born and lived in Dnipro, where I began working with ceramics. But in the city, if I build a wood-fired kiln, the firefighters will come and put it out. This is where I used to dream. And when I saw the place, specifically this yard, there were people living here. They weren't planning to go anywhere. I just came. Are you leaving? No, I didn't say that. I just thought it. I'm asking, are you selling the house? No, I'm not. Well, here's my phone number. And then I walked away. 2 hours later, they called. We're selling. The rain is whispering.
The rain is whispering that we need to go inside.
This is a potter's wheel. I made it from a tram wheel. We experiment a lot. We're looking for our own approaches to clay. For example, this cup. This will be a chawan for the Japanese matcha ceremony. This texture was created without touching the clay with hands. In other words, it formed on its own. shape it like this and pull it with something. It's always like jazz here. Every piece is unique because this thing, once it breaks off from the block of clay, that's how it breaks off.
Making ordinary things probably isn't interesting anymore, right?
Everything is interesting, but there's just not enough time anymore. A lot of people do ordinary things. This plate, wow, this plate, yes, it will if it breaks. It's just a piece of clay. A block is cut straight from the mass, and then something is applied, something is put on, and then it's flattened on the table. And it spreads out on its own, and that's it. The texture shows, and it creates this kind of organic effect.
It's really unusual, especially for clay.
This is a comet. Last year there was a comet. Above the hill it was visible, already dry but fragile.
But it's fragile.
Yeah, before it's fired it's very fragile. This thing is interesting too, nobody does it like this either. This texture comes from the clay itself, so we use a spatula like this. And then we pull it off. This is the pull-off. For example, this is the shape of a bowl. We use it ourselves. This is a very convenient shape. There's a thing here for the spoon.
So how do you come up with new techniques?
We usually come up with them spontaneously. That is, we just play around with the clay.
And is this your kitchen? You use it?
This is our pottery. We make it for ourselves. Here are some bowls for opening. It's almost traditional at its core. The only thing is, I like it to be asymmetrical. Because it's nice to hold in your hands when it's crumpled. Here, I just took it in my hands like this, crumpled it, and added these little things to hold on to, and that's it.
Is this a juicer?
Yes, it's a lemon squeezer. This thing. It immediately explains why it's firewood. It's just made of clay, it's not covered with anything. No glaze at all. It was simply near the fire. That's how this beauty forms. No electric oven can give you that.
God, I really like these cups. They're just unreal.
It's not ready yet. This is after the first firing. It's called biscuit. And it's going to look like this.
Oh, this is truly a work of art. It's not just a jug.
Geography, excluding Antarctica. And for some reason, Africa is taking a long time to think.
Really? All over the world like that?
Yes, all over the world. So if it was sold, you could say it's more expensive. This is a cup. You wouldn't say it's the most expensive one at all when you see it. It's kind of like this, only it's brown. And it was being sold for $600 in New York. I'm saying like what we had in our store, what we sold. $400 is the maximum.
That's still, excuse me, but that's not cheap. Dim, do you have $100?
I still haven't found that bottle with the eagle and the nuts. Those things of ours that are sold for such a high price, they're just, well, absolutely ours. I mean, it's something that arises between us and the clay. Thank God social networks exist.
Is it that easy to sell on Facebook?
Yes, it began with Facebook. I think that if there was no Facebook, I would have been left behind.
So, you prepare for half a year, make different items, and only approach the kiln once every 6 months?
Well, approximately. We fire it once every 6 months, because first of all, it's not convenient to do it in the kiln street during winter, and secondly, we need time to make enough items, because we don't really like to work, in the usual sense of the word. We love to create, to make love with clay. That is, we need to work at a pace that lets us breathe. To do this,